given it a fair bit of consideration, I have come to the conclusion that I am not an ethical vegan. And it's not like I don't have values. My main value is not to participate in unnecessary cruelty or suffering involving another living creature. And that's not a vegan value. That's more of a universal value, but it just happens to work very well in the vegan context, because by not eating animal products, I'm not participating in a form of unnecessary cruelty and suffering, which is great. I have that option. I live in a first world country, and I have the luxury of choosing what I want to eat. And by following that moral principle, I choose to eat plants first and foremost. But there has to also be a personal benefit here. It's not enough to just be following the ethics of that decision. If eating only plants were detrimental to my health, to my own personal well-being, that would ultimately compromise my longevity, I would have to reconsider again eating animal products. So an example would be, after getting a blood test, discover that I'm deficient in certain nutrients, or I have a hormonal imbalance, or there's something not right, there's something lacking in my diet, and it's clear that there is no plant substitute that's going to remedy the problem. Then in that case, I would have to consider going back to eating animal products. I'm pretty convinced, though, that all of our nutritional needs can be met through plants. Now, another area where I would not consider myself an ethical vegan is in the YouTube videos that I put up. I monetize my videos. I have no control over what kind of advertisements get linked up with my videos. And so there's a very good chance that there will be a non-vegan company advertising animal products. And if I were truly an ethical vegan, I would be concerned about what advertising is associated with the kind of message that I am trying to deliver in that video. Another area where I would not consider myself an ethical vegan is in my shopping habits. I do not use any discretion when it comes to where I buy my food, for example. I will go to a grocery store that also sells animal products, and I don't have a problem with that. But I would think, though, if you were an ethical vegan, that would be an issue. And there are many other reasons why I would not consider myself an ethical vegan. Some of them are more philosophical and too involved to deal with in this video. But overall, in conclusion, although I do have values, and one of my main value being not to commit unnecessary cruelty to other living creatures, which for me is universal, not necessarily vegan. There are those exceptions where I would resort to eating animal products if absolutely necessary. And so for that reason, I cannot in all good conscience say that I am an ethical vegan.